We're more connected than ever, but most people have never felt more alone. Millions of messages move every second, yet real conversations fade every day. We live online but feel empty offline. Loneliness today is silent, hidden behind filters, emojis, and perfect captions. In this digital age, we contact more people, but connect with fewer. Sociology reveals something powerful. Connection isn't about contact, it's about closeness. This video explores why modern loneliness is rising and how we can heal it. Because being seen isn't enough. We all want to be known.
The digital mirage of connection. The internet promised to bring us together, but often pulls us apart. We scroll through hundreds of faces, yet barely remember any. We react instantly, but connect rarely. A message delivered is not a bond created. Digital closeness is convenient, but shallow. Real closeness requires emotion, effort, presence. But in a world where speed matters more than depth, loneliness grows quietly. We must remember, contact isn't connection, and conversation isn't closeness. The hidden pain behind perfect profiles. Online, every life looks beautiful, but behind every screen, someone is hurting. We compare our real struggles to others' edited highlights. We smile in public posts, but cry in private messages never sent. Perfection becomes a prison where we hide our truths. The fear of judgment disconnects us from those who care. Loneliness grows when we stop showing who we really are. To heal, we must replace performance with honesty. Your real self deserves real connection, not filtered attention.
Digital addiction and emotional emptying. We refresh our screens more than our souls. Each notification gives a tiny dopamine hit, then leaves us emptier. We chase approval, but lose authenticity. We consume content relentlessly, yet feel spiritually starved. Silence becomes uncomfortable. Presence becomes unfamiliar. This addiction disconnects us from ourselves before disconnecting us from others. To reconnect, we must reclaim our attention, because attention is the doorway through which real relationships enter.
The disappearance of real conversations. We talk more than ever, but say less than ever. Small talk replaces deep talk. Typing replaces talking. Emojis replace emotions. Without depth, relationships become thin like paper. True connection requires presence, patience, and vulnerability. We must reclaim the lost art of listening. When conversations deepen, loneliness weakens. Alone, but not lonely. Lonely, but not alone. Loneliness is not about being alone. It's about being unseen. You can feel lonely surrounded by people, and you can feel peaceful sitting alone if your heart feels understood. Loneliness grows when we hide parts of ourselves. Connection grows when we allow ourselves to be known. Quality matters more than quantity. One real friend heals more than 1,000 followers. Seek those who see you, not just those who watch you.
Why we fear reaching out. Many people suffering from loneliness stay silent. We fear bothering others. We fear being misunderstood. We fear rejection, most of all. But people cannot support pain they don't know exists. The courage to reach out is the first step to healing. Often, the person you're afraid to message is waiting for someone to message them too. Connection begins where fear ends. The lost art of being present. Presence has become rare in the age of endless distraction. We multitask through moments that deserve our full heart. We are there physically, but absent emotionally. Presence is the greatest gift you can give someone. When we pay attention, people feel valued. When we disconnect from noise, we reconnect with souls. Make eye contact. Ask real questions. Stay through the pauses, because presence turns loneliness into belonging. The healing power of kindness. Sometimes, the smallest act of kindness breaks the deepest loneliness. Not loud gestures, not grand speeches, Just something simple, human. A message that says, I'm here. No advice, no pressure, just presence in a world that feels empty. A moment of listening without trying to fix. Because sometimes people don't need solutions. They need to be seen. A smile that reminds someone they still matter. That they're not invisible, that their existence has weight. Kindness breathes connection into empty spaces. It fills the silence with warmth and turns distance into understanding. You never truly know who is fighting silent battles. Rebuilding real bonds. To heal loneliness, we must rebuild real human bonds. Start small, one conversation, one coffee, one honest moment. Reconnect with people you trust, not people you perform for. Share your struggles, share your joys, share your silence. Trust grows every time honesty enters the room. Relationships thrive when effort is mutual. Rebuilding doesn't require perfection, just presence. Belonging is created, not found. Choosing closeness in a disconnected world. Every day we choose between connection and distraction. We choose whether to scroll or speak, whether to hide or be seen, whether to be alone by habit or together by courage. Closeness requires intention. We must create the connections we crave. We must show up where love has room to breathe. Because the cure to loneliness is not more connection, it's the right connection. Loneliness in the age of connection is real, but so is hope. You are not alone in feeling alone. Others are searching for the same closeness you are. So slow down, listen deeply, look up from screens and into hearts. Reach out to someone today. Not to chat, but to connect. You don't need more followers, you need more friends. Because in the end, connection is the medicine every soul is waiting for.